to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson. I just wanted to take a couple moments today to again say thank you so much for your continued support of this unique media ministry and all the things that we're involved in. And it doesn't happen without your support, and I want to say thank you. We don't take any of this for granted or take it lightly. We are very, very grateful for every one of you that help us here at the Dove and support this ministry. It's still a figure that kind of hangs in there. About 84% of the Dove's revenue still comes from viewers and listeners and supporters just like you. And I just want to say thank you so very, very much. As you know, we are in the middle of a major project here at the Dove, and this has been in the makings for quite a while. But we're in the process of flipping the operation, taking one end of the building and moving it to the other end, and vice versa. And the reason for that is that we're in an airplane hangar that has been converted, and we love our building, we love the location, but we've had a noise problem. We're trying to fix that problem, and being in a hangar, we had to insulate it. That's a big deal. And then put in proper heating and air, which all of this just takes time and money. And we're in the middle of this project. I learned the hard way never to set dates, and thank God I didn't do that, because well, here we are July 1st, and we're still in the middle of this project. We got a ways to go. But something happened in the middle of all of this that we weren't counting on, and quite frankly, we didn't budget for, and that was that our main switcher to the television operation, we were notified that the company that we bought it from was no longer going to service this one. It's 11 years old, and so it's kind of one of the beginning units. Now, for those watching on the Dove TV or listening on the radio, we're showing you a picture of the actual board. This is a live shot, so they're in there right now. This is the main piece of equipment that runs the entire Dove television network. And so we found out in April that the company that we bought this from, and believe me, we've been trying to figure out what to do since April, they're not going to service this unit anymore. But you got to remember, as fancy as that looks, it's 11 years old, almost 12 years old. So we have to upgrade, and we looked at several other companies. We looked at all kinds of things. What do? We weren't counting on this to happen. And to cut the conversation short, we have to replace it, and the replacement unit is about $47,000, and that's a lot of pennies there, but we have to replace it. We don't want to move that piece of equipment into the new control room, knowing that if something happened to it, there's nothing we can do about it, and we'd literally be off the air. So, in fact, we actually, to avoid this problem years ago, we bought 2 hard drives to manage this thing. And then we find out both of them now are obsolete. So it's just one of the things you do. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's when your car runs out of warranty. That's what we have to do. Do you have the picture? You got the door open? Okay, there you go. He'll show you that. So if you look there, there's up there, those are the UPSs. So scan on down, go a little bit. All right, so there's TriCaster 1 and there's TriCaster 2. And so we have 2 hard drives running the switcher, and now they're both obsolete. And so we tried to avoid this through the years, but now pushing 12 years old, it's run its course, and there's not much we can do about it. They are willing to give us trade-in value for that, which is good. It brings the price down a little bit. But we have to replace it, and we'd like to get one on order. So we're asking you, now look, hopefully you really understand my thinking and heart about this. Supporting the Dove has to be a God thing. I don't want you to take from your church. That's very, very clear. We're not here to replace your church. Your church should be number one. And if you are personally involved in a ministry, and there's plenty of them out there, maybe you are involved in what we call a parachurch ministry, your obligation and your support should go to them first. But if you feel led of the Lord to help us with this, we'd like to get this ordered as quickly as we can. Because we are in this process of creating this new studio and doing all the things that we're doing and flipping the operation. We got people sitting on top of each other right now while we're in the middle of this construction project, and we'd like to put an upgraded unit. The one that we have decided on after looking at several companies, going through all of our research and development on that, we came back to the company with the upgraded model, and from what we understand and all the research we've done, it's tricky. We have to find a unit that can record and broadcast at the same time. And if you're not techie, that's no big deal, but if you're techie, you'll understand that. It's not an easy thing to find, the one that can do it, plus all the other things that we do, running all the cameras, doing live things outside the building. All of that has to run through the brain of those things. So finding a piece of equipment that can handle all that has been tricky. So we found it. We want to order it. It's about $47,000, and so we're asking you to prayerfully consider helping us with it. You can call anytime at 541-776-5368. And if it's busy or you don't get an answer, just call back, wait a little bit, or safely and securely online at theDove.us. Now, we did send out a flyer on that, and if you got that and you got an envelope, you can help us there. So there's a picture of our webpage, so you can go online at theDove.us and you can support us there. So all of this is taking place on our way back out there now. Is he out there in the room? Are you out there? Is he in the room out there? Oh, there he is. Okay. There's a picture of the new control room. As you can see, it's framed and insulated. The window's in, and he's going to walk inside there in just a moment. So if you're listening on the radio, we're watching video of the new room. And this will rapidly now start to get finished. In fact, even today, they're coming in to do the sheetrock and do things like that. The window's been installed. We've got to put glass in there. And then we'll have the unbelievable task of wiring this thing and make it all work. So what we don't want to do is put a piece of obsolete equipment in there and run the risk of something happening to it, and we're toast. We just can't afford to do that. The rest of the room is coming along just fine. We've had to do some remarkable insulation. There's a new door we put in, and if you look through the door and you look way over there and you see all those lights, I'm sitting underneath those lights right now. You see the top of my head. Can you see my hand? No, can't see my hand. Anyway, that's where we are over there. And then back out here, this is going to be a common area with the new studio for the Dove TV. There's our engineering's vehicles there. So we got stuff scattered around there, but we've insulated the walls, the ceiling, the doors. We've done really a great job in getting the sound control. And if you pan up, you'll see some air conditioning. Look at that. Oh, do you know how blessed that is? Especially on these hot days. We didn't have stuff like that before, so we got a commercial air conditioning system in the building. So we're pretty happy for the simple things of life that we're putting into place, but all of this is because of your support, and I want to say thank you. And if God leads you, you can call 541-776-5368 or online, and you'll see the website there. Some changes coming to that shortly as well. But you can click on the support button there at theDove.us, and that will take you to where you can support there. And all that is protected. We don't share that information. That's highly secured. Or if you got the letter in the mail, there's an envelope there. You can respond that way. But again, thank you. We'll keep you posted and see how the Lord handles this and helps us through that. We're not budgeting for this. It wasn't in our remodel budget. It had nothing to do with just one of these things that, bang, you get hit with it on. But we want to be prudent about this and make sure that when we actually get everything operating on the other side of the building, that it's up and running and we can just get about what God called us to do. And I want you to understand my attitude about this. Remodels, switchers, computers, cameras, monitors, all of that is just equipment to do what God called us to do. We're not the biggest network out there by any means, but we are doing what we feel like God called us to do, to be on all media platforms with the gospel. And when you partner with us, you're helping us do that. And I just want to say thank you. So thanks very much. Call anytime or go online at theDove.us and only do what the Lord's telling you to do. We'll be right back.